Okay, dude, you ready?
I know words, I have the best words.
Hey guys, so right now I'm getting ready to head to Wadi Rum, something like that. It's some really pretty desert area in Jordan. I'm just leaving Petra. Petra was mind-blowing. I spent 2 days there just wandering around. If you ever get the chance to come to Jordan, you must see Petra. Also Jerash, you gotta see Jerash also. We're officially off-roading it, baby. Hoping I don't get stuck. Hello, camels. I hope I'm going the right way. I actually have no idea where I'm going. So we got stuck. I got stuck and I waved these guys down, and thankfully that they stopped. I was in the middle of the desert, you know, like they got out and I got out and we dug out the tires as best as we could because I was trying to go, and by trying to go I was digging the car into the sand because it was just digging. They cut this rope using this sword and they tie it to the bottom of my car and they tie it to the front of their car and they pull me out. I have no idea why I thought that this car could make it through a Middle Eastern desert. In retrospect, I realized how bad of an idea that was. I tried my best. We finally got the car dug out, and those guys invited me back to their house in the village, and that's where I'm at now. He's going inside to grab some tea.
You want to do a Twitter for me?
Do a what?
Photo?
Photo, yeah, take a photo. So I left my car at the village at one of theirs, and one of the guys was like, hey, my family owns this campground in the middle of the desert. If you want to go stay there tonight, I think you'll like it. I had slightly cautious vibes about these guys. They were great dudes, you know. They didn't make me feel intimidated or anything like that, but it was just, I don't know why. Maybe just the America propaganda conditioning that's gotten the best of me or something, but I was like, fuck it. Yeah, sure. Take me out into the middle of the desert. I'll stay at this supposed campground that you're speaking of. So I went for it. I hopped in his car and we drove off into the desert. Headed to the camp. Hello. So, this is the camp. Pretty sure I'm the only one here, aside from the people that work here. These are the tents back here. I think they're building them now. This That's me, baby. Got some windows. Got a cool pillowcase. Some people riding camels. Just woke up, it's like 7 in the morning, sun's up, it's looking beautiful outside. Looks like Mars or something. And I'm getting ready to head back to Amman and check out the Dead Sea along the way. That should be cool. And gonna head to Egypt and hang out with the pyramids for a few days.
I do it, this is called not Japanese.
So yesterday I gave this police officer a ride, just because I was only going a couple kilometers up the road, and he asked for a ride. So I said, yeah, sure, of course, I'll give you a ride. And so I go to grab my bag from the back seat, and this was on the ground. His clip. He dropped his clip inside of my car. Like, fucking hell. Could you imagine if this happened in America? This officer would be fired. And, a cop would never ask you for a ride in America either. But I wish I was doing a better job at filming some of this stuff for you guys, but I'm just so, zoned in and not even thinking about my camera, really, so I'm doing my best here. What to do, So right now, I'm gonna head to the Dead Sea. Jordan's so expensive, they charge you for everything. And the Jordan dollar, or dinar, the JD, is very expensive compared to America. It's like $1.50 almost per dollar. So I'm spending 50 cents more. Wanna go see the Dead Sea? You gotta pay some entry fee. You wanna go see Petra? You gotta spend $100 or something crazy. You wanna see Jerash? You gotta spend 20 bucks. You wanna go into Wadi Rum? You gotta spend 10 bucks. Very expensive country, but there's so much beautiful shit here that you have no choice. You're like, well, fuck, money couldn't even buy some of this stuff here. The experience I've gotten being in Jordan is priceless, ultimately. But, my bank account's hurting a little bit because of it. Okay, guys, so I just got to the Dead Sea. I pulled up in some hotel, Holiday Inn. I don't know why, it looked familiar, so I went with it. It looks beautiful on the drive in, and I'm really excited to go take a dip. It's spicy outside, to say the least. Woo. So this here is the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is more than 400 meters below sea level. It's the lowest point on dry land. And I think just over here, across the water, is Israel, or Palestine. The Dead Sea is actually one of the world's most saltiest bodies of water. That means that when you're in it, you just float. It kind of works the same way an isolation tank works. It's got so much salt in it that you just stay buoyant. It's about almost 9 times as saltier than the ocean, which makes it almost impossible for any animals to survive in it, which birthed the name, the Dead Sea. People cover themselves in this mud, which is supposed to have some benefits, I guess, to your skin. I don't really fully understand the reason why, but I'm gonna go cover myself up. Mud. For some reason, I expected the Dead Sea to be so cold, but it was actually really nice. So I dropped my GoPro in there, and I thought it would float, you know, everything else floats, but it sank right to the bottom. And me and some guy just spent the last 20 minutes digging it out. But I got it back. I'm excited to see the footage. It looks like it died. It didn't have much battery left, but I was accepting the fact that I was GoPro-less. So overall, Dead Sea was pretty cool. I recommend just pulling off somewhere. I recommend just pulling off on some like vista point against the highway and just getting off and hiking down and experiencing the Dead Sea that way. I read online to do it this way because you'll get more of a picturesque sort of view, but this, I found more prettier views just driving by. Now I'm gonna head to Mt Nebo where Moses was shown the promised land and supposedly where he is buried. So that should be pretty cool. I really appreciated Mt Nebo. I spent a lot of time there just sitting and just kind of being, meditating against this ancient church that is situated there. I'm not much of a Christian at all, actually, but this place had a very sacred vibe to it, a radiance of something special. Moses. I just kind of sat there and I tried to imagine being back in those kind of times. So I hope you liked this video. If you want to support me, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe down there. I've got tons of travel videos on my channel. Make sure to check those out. And if you want to support me in a more direct way, I have a t-shirt company called Stay Happy, Stay Weird. And blah, 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 blah. I think that's it. I have no idea what we're doing here on planet Earth, but here we are in this weird sort of intertwined experience together, you and me right now in this moment in particular, and it's one hell of a thing, right? I don't know what's going on. Here we are, another day in the universe. I hope wherever you are, it's beautiful. It's certainly beautiful where I'm at in this, underneath Lord Shiva. What could be better? Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om.